Well, welcome everybody. So excited. I love getting to see everybody's faces on here. Um, so we're just going to go over the starter kit. So this is a refresher for anyone that has their kit and hasn't used it, or you are wanting your starter kit and just want to know a little bit more about it. If you don't know me, my name is Marie, and I've been using Young Living for the past 6 years. And whenever I got my kit, I was unemployed, super stressed, not sleeping, and drinking an insane amount of Diet Coke to survive. Um, I couldn't afford it, but I was like, I have to have that. I feel like that will solve a lot of problems. And I went ahead and just got it. It was literally the best $165 I have ever spent. I broke my Diet Coke habit with lemon and water. I remember to this day, the most amazing sleep ever with lavender, peace and calming, and cedarwood. And Stress Away was literally my lifesaver. And then after that, I ended up getting a job teaching. And 3 years later, I was able to quit teaching and do Young Living full time. The whole thing has just been the biggest blessing ever. And just so you know, with Young Living, you never have to do the business, you never have to buy anything, but we would just be bad friends if we didn't tell you that there were other options. So just know that there's never any pressure. And we just want to go through the starter kit. These are some of my favorite people in the whole world. And we're just going to kind of take turns, share a little snippet. It's so much fun to hear from other people and not just hear from the same person. So you'll get to meet lots of new faces and friends tonight. So we're going to go ahead and get started. And then just know that if you have any questions, reach out to any of us or the person that invited you, ask them questions. And if you don't have a starter kit, they would be more than glad to get you started with that. Just, yes. So make sure you unmute yourself.
That would be helpful. Hi, guys. My name is Kaylin. There are a lot of brands of essential oils out there. So why would we choose Young Living? So the vast majority that you would buy at the grocery store are only suitable for cosmetics and perfumes. If you read right on the bottle, it'll say flammable, do not put on your skin, and that should be a red flag immediately because it's lavender. Why couldn't you put it on your skin, right? It's made from plants. That's because it's usually only, to say 100% therapeutic grade, it only has to be 5%. So Young Living owns all of their own farms. You can actually go visit them at any time. You can, I think, Marie, have you planted anything at the farms? That is so cool. So yeah, you can plant plants there, and they don't spray any sort of chemicals on their plants. They hand weed all of it. So it's just really high standards. Yeah. So when they have a seed to seal process, so they control all of what from seed until it is sold in the bottle. So whenever I'm getting jigged up. I don't know why. I think it's because my husband's listening to me. Go away. Okay, so whenever the oil is created, it's tested by us, and then it's tested by a third party. And so it's tested 15 to 20 times each time, and it's tested in triplicate. So it really just sets the standard for essential oils, and yeah, that's all I want to say.
Hi, everybody. I'm Corey, and I'm going to tell you a little bit of the seed to seal that Kaylin just touched on. So Young Living is completely committed and has an unmatched commitment to providing the most unadulterated, pure therapeutic grade essential oils ever on the market. Young Living is the only company that owns all of their farms and all of their distilleries. And as Kaylin touched on, they have the complete control from seed to seal. That's why I called seed to seal. From planting, weeding, all the shrubs, all the trees, all the things that are planted in their farms, they have complete control over them. So there in Mona, Utah, when you go, you can actually see like the bark from the trees and the plants, and you can actually see them going through the distillation process and then actually watch them bottle the oils. So we know from beginning to end that they have complete control, and that there's going to be zero toxins, fillers, anything that could possibly be in there that's not 100% true therapeutic grade oils. And as an example, the cypress essential oil has 280 known constituents to it, which is like the therapeutic properties. So one tiny example is that if it is distilled for 20 hours, then you're only going to get 20 of the 280 constituents. Am I saying that right? Constituents, yes. Properties of the good stuff of the cypress. If you distill for 26 hours, you get 0. So those are just like the tiny things. They know exactly how long to distill each oil down to the minute, down to the second, to get its pure therapeutic properties. And that's why we choose Young Living and their seed to seal.
Can you guys hear me? Yes. Yay! Okay, so my name is Megan, and I'm going to talk about the best way to get started is with the premium starter kit. That's how I got started. I actually have one right here. You guys probably already have one too. But let me just show you. Make this really quick for those that are interested maybe. Here is the premium starter kit. This is the one I got with a dewdrop diffuser. So I love it. I have all the different diffusers, but right now we're going to talk about the premium starter kit. There are a bunch of different options, but when you first sign up and you get a membership, you get to choose your starter kit. And then you have a premium starter kit. The kit total is $165, and you get the Desert Mist diffuser. You have the option to get the dewdrop diffuser, or for $100 more, you can get the wonderful Aria. It is so pretty. I want that one. Your starter kit includes your diffuser, peppermint, frankincense, Digize, Valor, 10 Thieves waterless hand purifier sachets, a product guide, member resources. You get a premium essential oil collection, which is going to be your lemon vitality, Thieves vitality, Panaway, peace and calming, my favorite, Thieves spray, lavender, citrus fresh vitality, Raven, stress away, 2 aroma glide roller fitments, and then 2 Ningxia red 2-ounce samples. And it's the best way to get started. It's amazing.
Hi guys, I'm Rachel, and I wanted to go over the diffuser with you. So the diffuser I got started with is the Desert Mist diffuser that Megan was just talking about. I think it's the one that most people get started with until they realize that they should have went with the Aria the first time. But I'm going to show you how to get it going real quick. So you take the lid off, this comes off, and then the cap comes off as well. So you can see inside, there's the reservoir. You take whichever oil you want out of your starter kit, or you can mix them together, and you just add a few drops to it. And then one thing is handy that I learned later on is to take your leftover Ningxia bottles and use them to hold your water next to the diffuser. I can't tell you how many times I was making trips back and forth. So there is a line inside the diffuser. I don't know if you can see it right there on the rim, and you just fill it to there. This also makes it easier for the kids to fill theirs too, so you don't necessarily spill it everywhere. And then pop the lid back on, and then the cover. And then on the front here, this is the on and off button. If you press it once, sorry guys, it's really bright. Once, it runs for 5 hours constantly. If you press it a second time, it'll run for 8 hours intermittently. And then a third time, it runs for 10 hours intermittently. Fourth time is off. And then the other button, let me go ahead and push it. It changes the color. So I believe, I don't remember how many colors there are. I just cycle through it. You get all the different colors. It's not coming through very well on your side, I'm sorry. So this right now, it's still on, but it runs without the light. And then a trick I learned by playing around with it is if you hold down the color button, so let's say it's on, if you just hold it down, it will turn the light off on the diffuser, but it's still running. So when I go to bed at night, sometimes I turn it off instead of using it as a night light because the kids like to go and play with the colors and it keeps them up. So that is how you use the Desert Mist diffuser.
Hey guys, I'm Sophie, and I got the honor of talking about lavender, which I think is like so awesome because it's probably the most well-known essential oil. It's definitely the most widely used. And I get to talk about why. So obviously we already talked about why Young Living's is especially different. But with lavender, you're getting, the thing is, you buy the safest to use lavender because you're going to be putting this on your skin. You're going to be putting it in the diffuser. You can actually ingest lavender, the vitality. So we know that lavender is really good for sleep and for calming. And that is definitely like a very popular use. But I would say my absolute favorite use besides that is anything skin related. So I actually like sliced the crud out of my thumb the other day, and there's a different oil that I used to basically help the healing process, but it was throbbing still. And so I knew immediately that I should run for my lavender, and that was amazing. Say I accidentally touch a hot pan, I run for my lavender. You know, you burn yourself with a curling iron, run for your lavender. Bug bites, run for your lavender. So that's like, for me, probably the top use, but it also goes in my kids' diffuser like every single day because during nap time, during bedtime, it's amazing. So the thing that you'll notice, because my other oil that I'm going to talk about is peppermint. Both of these are really good examples to, if you have tried other essential oils, to compare Young Living's to whatever other brand you may have, because you're going to notice a difference in the smell. So this is actually this is a special lavender that you can't buy currently from France, but even this particular lavender can smell different than the lavender that's grown in the US. And there's lots of things that go into that, like Corey was talking about with the constituents. But what you're going to notice the difference is when you smell from most other brands is that you're going to get this hint of like sweet from other brands. And that's because they're putting different constituents. They're adding things in because they know that people are attracted to sweeter scents. That's kind of what we're used to with Bath and Body Works and Yankee Candle. And so it's more appealing. Like, you want a peppermint that smells like peppermint candy. Well, that may smell nice, but it's not going to give you the therapeutic benefits. So you're going to notice a distinct difference in smell. So peppermint is also amazing for so many things. I think the most common use among avid oilers is when they have headaches, when they have head tension. They will put it on like and I say they, by the way, because everybody's body is different. And I am actually one that it doesn't work for my body, but I found a different one that did. So it just depends on your body. It depends on what you're experiencing. Like, why are you experiencing it in the first place? But they'll put it on their temples. So, you know, the vitality, you can put it to the roof of your mouth. It's also really cooling. So it's really nice to put like on the back of your neck when you're hot in the summer. And it tastes amazing. The vitality tastes amazing in your water. It tastes amazing in brownies. So there's also this is like barely scratching the surface. I know other people are going to go over other oils. Just know that we're barely scratching the surface here with the uses that you will get. And it's kind of one of those things that when you jump in, you get this kit of amazing, beautiful oils that was shown to you, and you're like, so you just start small. Just start with what you're comfortable, and you will work up. And I've been doing this for 4 years and still don't know it all. So we don't want it to be too overwhelming. We want to give you quick, simple, easy uses that you can take forward, and just know that, yes, there's even more. And you can cross that bridge when it comes to that. But that's lavender and peppermint.
Hey guys, I'm Lauren, and I'm going to talk to you about lemon. I have the lemon vitality, and this is one of my favorite oils. It goes along with the lavender and peppermint. If you have bad allergies, lavender and peppermint and lemon is my go-to. I use those 3 oils every single day, multiple times a day, diffuse them, rub them on my wrist. With the lemon oil, I also add drops to my water to give me energy, to help boost my antioxidants and basically help support my immune system. And we all need that. It's something that is added to my essential rewards order every month because I always find myself running out of it and running to my oil cabinet, and always have to make sure that I have some. And basically, I cook with it. You can add it to your salmon to really bring out those rich oils. And it's just basically something that I use every day. It's just implemented in my life, and it's just an amazing oil that there's a reason it's in the starter kit, because you will use it so much. The other oil I'm going to talk about is the Valor oil, and I have it in a roll-on because I always have to have it by my bedside. And once you get your starter kit, you are going to have oils that you always want near your bed, because just that time to relax and rejuvenate is so important. And Valor is one that is just so peaceful and calming, just brings your emotions together, helps with your muscle support. It's a great massage oil. I will show you my little happy oil bedside bag. The Valor roll-on is a must, and you're going to get the regular size bottle in your starter kit, but I would suggest adding that roll-on tip to that because you will love it. Roll it on your back of your legs, your wrists. Just really helps with your basically everything. I've just found the use when I don't use it or I'm out of it, I miss it. And it smells incredible. It's one of the best smelling oils out there.
Okay, I'm going to talk to you about one of my absolute favorite oils, which is Peace and Calming. And I always say that this oil literally does what it says. It is a blend, so it means that it has different oils mixed in to make this oil. So this oil is unique to Young Living. It has blue tansy, which is also in Valor that Lauren was talking about, orange, tangerine, patchouli, and ylang ylang. And so that combination is literally the most calming blend that Young Living makes. I personally use this in my sleep diffuser every night with lavender. Sometimes I just do Peace and Calming, and then I'll add in cedarwood, which is not in the starter kit, but it is worth it to add that on. So Peace and Calming, just this little bottle is almost $50 if you were to buy it retail. And so I say that this oil kind of makes the kit worth it. And I've also been known to like literally pour this on a screaming toddler's head because it works that well. And sometimes I just pour it on my head as well. And whenever I was teaching, I did not go to school without this oil. So, literally it just has the best smell. It smells so good. It's kind of sweet. And it's just one that once you use, you don't ever want to be without it. Like, it makes me nervous when I start getting a little low on my Peace and Calming. Okay, and then the second oil I want to talk about is frankincense. And when I first smelled it, I didn't love the smell, but as I used it, it's one of those that am drawn to. And we all know that this oil is in the Bible and is mentioned throughout the Bible multiple times, and it's what was taken to baby Jesus, and it's just like a really precious oil. This oil is very expensive if you're getting real frankincense. Like if you find frankincense and it's $10, it's probably not the real stuff, because this bottle alone is about $40. And it just is really grounding. So a lot of people use it when they do their quiet time, or if they're meditating or doing yoga. It just has that grounding, calming effect. And then I personally use it on my skin before I put anything on. I'll put the little roller fitment, which is just a roller. And so I just roll it all over my skin, because it is amazing for fine lines and wrinkles and just keeps you looking young. And so this is definitely a must-have in your skincare. And a lot of times people will just add maybe a drop to their moisturizer if that's easier, and then put that on before they go to bed or even in the morning. And I find that if I do it in the morning, it just kind of, you don't even notice it, but it just gives you that extra layer of calmness that you need to like tackle your day.
That's so true, Marie. I love that oil too. Okay, so I'm going to talk about Citrus Fresh. All of the oils in the starter kit that have white labels, they're Vitality. So they're FDA approved for consumption. So Citrus Fresh, you can add it to your water. It's a blend of citrus oils. It's really good for making it smell like you've cleaned your house, like when you diffuse it, when you really haven't. So this one's like really good. I love mixing that with peppermint too. There are probably like a million other uses for this, but those are, I put like a drop on my, on a cotton ball and put it at the bottom of the trash can. That's a good trick too. Thieves. So Thieves is really an immune boosting powerhouse. Like it's antibacterial, antiseptic. When you diffuse it, it kills 99.4% of bacteria in the air. There have been so many studies on Thieves. Actually, Young Living created an entire line from this oil alone that has like all kinds of cleaning products and hand soaps and everything. It's absolutely one of my favorites. When we feel like anything coming on, I'll make a Thieves tea with this and the lemon, also found in the starter kit. So this is like, we will never run out of this. This is one of my favorites.
Okay, I'm going to talk to you guys first about Raven. Raven is camphor, lemon, wintergreen, peppermint, eucalyptus. So with the last three, you can really tell it is to completely like open up your breathing passages. It's perfect for this time of year, especially as we're going into winter. I love, I just put it on my wrist. And it's like a great thing to just like keep huffing. You put it on your chest and it just helps open up your breathing pre or post workout. It's also kind of has a tingly feeling. So you could also maybe put it on some muscles that need some attention. Next, I'm going to talk to you guys about Digize. Digize. You have your red label and you have your white label Digize. And as some others touched on, this is the exact same oil, but just a white label shows you that you can take it internally to aid in digestion. But like I said, exact same oil. So if you run out of this one, you can use this one. Okay, so unlike the other oils, this is a stinky oil. Okay, it stinks. I don't know many people that like it. But so it contains fennel, peppermint, anise, tarragon, ginger, juniper, lemongrass, and patchouli. And apparently that combo is not a good one, but it's perfect. Digize. It means like aid in all things digestion. So we're talking acid reflux, upset tummy, you ate too much, you're going to go tailgate, maybe put Digize in a veggie capsule, maybe 3 drops, and take it prior to eating a big meal or Thanksgiving coming up. If you're having troubles going to the bathroom or too much bathroom time, Well, you can take this oil and you can put it on your tummy. You rub clockwise to speed things up. Think speed up time, speed up. You need to get it out. If you need to slow it down, you can rub it on counterclockwise. I know that sounds crazy, but it really works. But if you can't remember that, just guess what? You just drop it in your belly button and it'll still help. Okay. So I love using this in a combination with peppermint. That way I don't have to smell it as bad. I can kind of smell the peppermint. And to me, it helps things like settle down a little bit faster using it with the peppermint. You can use it on your kiddos, but you might just want to dilute it because it is very powerful in helping with the tummy problems. That's it on Digize.
That is a good oil. It does stink, and you can smell it the next day if you put it on before you go to bed. So I'm going to talk about Panaway. This was the second oil that I tried. Thieves was the first. Panaway was the second. This oil is made up of 4 different types of oils. So it has, I think, wintergreen, helichrysum, if I say that correctly, clove, peppermint. The Young Living Farm in Croatia is our primary supplier of helichrysum oil, and Panaway joined Young Living in 1994. You can dilute 1 drop of this with V6, coconut oil, vitamin E, whatever kind of carrier oil you want, and test it on a small area of your skin or on the underside of your arm. Make sure that you keep out of reach of children. It is advised that children under the age of 6 should not have this oil unless your healthcare provider approves or says it's okay. It is labeled for topical use only and is not intended for internal use or internal consumption. And that is why it has this locking lid so children can't open it. This one has a minty, warm kind of smell. The wintergreen and clove give it some people say a minty root beer smell. I don't know. I think it smells kind of like really strong, but it works amazing. I put this on my neck to cool down whenever I was gardening. I would put like a drop on my hand and do some carrier oil, and then I'd rub it on the back of my neck to keep me cool. You can put it on that time of the month, I guess you could say. If you are having some issues and you need some relief, this is a great one to use. I like to put it on my back. I work from home and I sit at an office or in my office at a desk all day. So it was very helpful for like my lower back, my neck, if I'm straining or my posture is not perfect. So that is that one. The second one I'm going to talk about is Stress Away. And I'm not going to dig it out of the bottom of this because I'm out of my other one. But Stress Away has a combination of lime. It has copaiba, if I said that correctly. All I know is I love that oil. It has lavender. It's refreshing and calming. Cedarwood, which also features a powerful plant. I don't know, cedral. The ingredients, Octia, that's how you say it. I'm sorry, guys. But it is a unique Ecuador source essential oil, Octia. This one has lime, lavender, cedarwood, and other oils for a relaxing aroma. This is my sister's favorite oil. I have 2 sisters. My other one is obsessed with, not that one, I'm sorry, with the Stress Away. So you can use Stress Away to promote feelings of relaxation. You can put it on a cotton ball and place it in the vent of your car as well. Rub it on your neck, on your chest, on your wrist. You can also diffuse it and have a peaceful child, as you would say, to kind of relieve some stress. If you are currently dealing with virtual learning, it's a great one to diffuse. And you can also put it, like incorporate it into your nighttime routine. So this one is a little strong for me, so I do like to dilute it. It kind of reminds me of like coconut lime smell, but very refreshing. So I do like to dilute it. It helps with calm classroom or study time as well. And I think that is it. One of the best recipes or diffuser blends that I have found is the lavender stress away, and you can do a little extra drop of lime, and it is so relaxing and calming. And that's all I have.
Okay, guys, so I am going to talk about the 2 packets of Ningxia that you get in your starter kit. So you'll want to take these out and pop them in the fridge because they are best served cold. And these are also good to grab on the go. So with the Ningxia, it is just a powerhouse of antioxidants and just a bunch of stuff that's good for you. So it contains, and this varies from person you talk to, kind of, I can never get the right amount, but 34 large onions, 100 oranges, like 814 blueberries, 22 carrots, 10 pounds of spinach, 55 pounds of almonds, 59 broccoli florets, 73 strawberries, 93 apples. So I know that fruit and veggie does change in the number from person you talk to or graphic you find, but either way, it is packed full of fruits and veggies. We like to buy in bulk the actual bottles of it. As you can see, we like to reuse them as well. And we just pop it out of the fridge every night at dinner time. We all have our little shot glasses lined up on the counter, and we all just do our 2 ounces of Ningxia every night. And that way I know the kids are good to go with whatever crap they ate during the day, because we all know they eat crap and they find it somewhere. I don't know where. So I know they're good to go. It's boosting their immune system, and they're just set for whatever, happens each season. I also will say that since we have been drinking Ningxia for about the last, I would say almost 2 years, we have mainly had just the sniffles. We have not had the common cold, flu, things like that. We do not take our flu shots anymore. And in the winter seasons, we might double up or supplement with an elderberry syrup besides that. But Ningxia is our go-to, and our favorite way to drink it is with the Ningxia bomb, which I think is maybe everybody else's too. If you haven't tried one, I would definitely recommend it. I'll make sure to post the recipe for a Ningxia bomb below in the comments later. The other thing I have that you get in your starter kit is, I know they covered, I can't remember who at the beginning, Megan covered what comes in your starter kit. So instead of getting the hand sanitizer in the bottle right now, you're getting the 10 sample packets. I don't have those, so it's the same amount, but you have it to throw in your bag or to give out as samples. The hand sanitizer is also Thieves, so it smells amazing, like Christmas to me. And it is now, oh gosh, they just approved it. What is it? 99.9 effective on killing germs, right? Okay, thanks. I couldn't remember. Then you also get the Thieves spray. This stuff is amazing, you guys. So it's really neat now that they used to give it in a packet, but now you get the bottle. So this is great to throw in your purse or in your car. You can spray shopping cart handles. Toilet seats is a big one with the kids right now, because let's help, they can't help touch it. And I spray it down constantly. My desk at work, I spray that, doorknobs, everything like that. So once you run out of this, the next best step is to go ahead and get yourself a bottle of it. The lovely bottle of Thieves is amazing because all you need is this tiny little capful. You dump it in a bottle like this, Amazon, Cricket label, or Etsy, and then you fill the rest of this up with water. So let's say you just need to clean your countertops. All you need is a capful. Maybe you need to deep clean the bathroom or the tub or the toilet. You might need to add 1 or 2 more capfuls, maybe mix it with something else, but there is a measurement dilution ratio on the back of it, so that does come in handy. I will say though, all I have ever used is 1 capful, and it cleans everything. And it is safe for the kids to use too. I don't have to worry about them getting under the sink, getting into something that I need to call poison control. I've never had to worry about that. And I mainly have to tell them to stop wasting it by spraying things or spraying each other. And I think that's it. So if you definitely don't have the cleaner, you should get some. Or if you haven't tried the Ningxia, you definitely need to open your sample packets.
So basically, you can get your starter kit by asking anybody that you know sells essential or Young Living products, any of us on this call. And a lot of people have their links to their Young Living account on their social media accounts, which is great now. And if you have any questions on the process, just ask us. We can walk you through it. We know it front and back. You just have to have somebody's enroller number, and that would just be easy to get. They're more than willing to talk to you about this process and getting you signed up. I know 3 years ago when I signed up, I went to my friend's house and she literally did it for me and created my username for me and my password and really showed me how to navigate Young Living's website and where to find all the products. So the incentives for getting your starter kit would be that everyone offers different reward incentives for basically signing up. It could be a small cash back or a seasonal product. I know that some people, when you sign up, they'll give you a whole Thieves bottle for just signing up and getting your starter kit. Others, it might be an extra diffuser. And it's just so helpful. I just have noticed that with this community, you're getting not just the products, but really how to change to a healthier lifestyle using Young Living products and just how to have the emotional support and just day-to-day life that comes your way, and then how to navigate things using these products, which are amazing. And just having children changes everything, I think, for me. Just what is, the best safe way to clean, and using Thieves or just emotional support, tummy support, all those things. And that's really what you get when you get your starter kit. You get all the extra support and knowledge that you might need to, get through your day. And this is just one great way to help you navigate all those things.
Okay, so I was asked to talk just briefly about the opportunity that comes with the business opportunity that can come with being a Young Living member, which, as was mentioned before, it's totally optional. But it's one of those things that most people who start their Young Living business don't think that they're going to start it when they get into it. So we just want to put that bug in your ear, because there's probably somebody who's listening who will eventually be that person that's like, you know what, I want to give this a try. So if it's not for you, that's totally okay. You will never be pressured into making that a thing that you do. The other beautiful thing about this business is that you can actually just sign up like a friend or 3 friends or whatever, and then stop, and that would be totally fine. So there's no like, you have to make this much every quarter, or like, it's totally, you are in control of it entirely. And the reason I say 3 friends, by the way, is because if your kid is 165, with each person that you would sign up, Young Living gives you a $50 check. So 50 times 3, $150, that practically pays for your starter kit. So a lot of times people, when they first get started, will be like, hey, can I host a party? Can I help offset the cost of this kit? And yes, do that. Because you could, even if you were like, no, I don't want to continue doing this, you can get those 3 kit sales and be done with it from there if you want to. It's totally up to you. But the thing that I really want to hit on, that I think is the most important, I think that kind of my experience with the business is a lot similar to a lot of people who get into it. When I first started, so I just want to kind of give you a background. I live in the country, so my nearest neighbor is like a half a mile away. All of my friends moved out of state, and they're very much like not into this lifestyle at this point. My family, same way, very Western medicine. I don't have a church community. Like, I had nothing going for me. And that was my biggest thing, was that how am I going to do this? I don't have everybody that I saw that was doing it. I felt like had this really tight knit community. I'm here to tell you that does not have to be you. I think that from what I've seen, people that build a business, they come from all walks of life. They come from all sorts of different experiences. if you have friends abroad, you can actually, we have a market in so many countries all over the world. So the opportunity is there. We are a very, very fast growing company. So do not count yourself out. It's a common question that I get, like, oh, is it saturated? No, it is not saturated. If somebody like me can grow to the rank of silver, you can absolutely do it too. I promise you that. And I'm sure everybody else in here would say the exact same thing. So what I'm going to do is just real quick give you a breakdown of the average monthly earnings so that you have an idea. So there are 9 ranks within Young Living, and this is actually old. So we just got 2019's income disclosure statement because it takes a while for them to get all of that together and put it together. So this is actually 2018's, and I just checked 2019's, and it's actually the couple that I checked is actually a little higher than the numbers I'm going to share with you. So the very first rank is Star, and the average is $21.75 a month. So just $21.75 off your order. You could think of it that way. But then we bump up. I'm going to bump up a couple ranks. So I'll just go quickly. The next one is about $130. The next one is about $300 a month. Okay. And the rank of Silver, which is kind of the benchmark for like feeling like I can have my orders paid for. I can gift, like I can donate to charity. It's kind of a comfortable place to be, not saying that you shouldn't reach for higher. The average per month is $1,321. And then you bump up to Gold, and your average, the next one after that, you guys, well, I'm going to give you 2019 number because 2018, it was just under 4,000. 2019's number is over $4,000 a month. And we keep going. I'm going to give you the top rank. If you are like, let's do this, I am going for all the way. I want total financial and time freedom, which, by the way, several of the ranks would give you that too. But the top one is $128,210 every single month. If that doesn't make you sit back and go, what? I don't know what will. And that's, for me, what spoke to me. And I started challenging myself to say, why not me? Like, really, why not me? Why not you? Right? And that's really where all this comes from. And the best thing, money, yes, we can't deny. Making some money every month is amazing. But you guys, I have grown so much from this journey. You could take it all the way tomorrow, and I would still be so grateful for this entire experience, because I have grown in my confidence. I have grown as a leader. I have grown in my just interpersonal skills, my work skills, like going live on social media, like all of these things that I didn't necessarily carry any weight before, but I see how much they've changed my life for the better. Oils aside, money aside, I just feel like I am a happier person. I've made better friendships. So please don't count it out. That's all that I'm saying. Give yourself a chance that if you're like, okay, maybe I want to try the oils, and then maybe you get into that and you're like, okay, I can stand behind this product, then reach out to the person that signed you up and say, hey, I think I'd like to host a party, or whatever it may be. So that is my tip to you about the Young Living business opportunity.
Okay, thank you guys. That was just a really quick overview of the starter kit, why we love Young Living, and just a little snippet about the business. So please don't hesitate to reach out with any questions. That's literally our jobs and what we love, and just being able to walk hand in hand with our friends and showing them just how much health and wellness you can get out of Young Living is our passion. And then also we just love the friendships that come along with it. So have a wonderful evening, and thank you guys so much.